Hey guys, Archie Luxury, and the Paul Pluta channel. Today guys, I'm doing a full collection review. That's right, it's been a while. I thought let's get a full collection review. This is the AC3 full collection. I've expanded the Rolex lines. I've gotten rid of non-Rolex, and it's quite fascinating what's happened. So I thought it was only appropriate that I do a full collection review for the viewers to show you what's happening. Let's take a look. Hello, I'm Satan Deville, and I would just like to say that I really enjoy watching the Paul Pluta Prestige channel for all your wristwatch reviews, wristwatches, wristwatch checks, and other horological delights. I don't make a horological decision without first watching the Paul Pluta channel. I'm Satan Deville. Join me on the Paul Pluta channel. Okay, so let's start this beautiful review with looking at the 3 non-Rolex pieces in my collection. Interestingly enough, the 3 non-Rolex are all on straps. They can all be leather straps, but I've actually decided to fit the Zenith with a rubber strap at the moment to capitalize on the other 2 watches having leather straps. A little bit of point of difference. Okay, gentlemen, let's take a look at this wonderful segment of the collection. Let's go straight to the high-end piece. This is the piece that tells the audience this is a serious pontiff. Patek Philippe. And what do we got? We've got a world time. That's correct. The absolute classic. The 5110. By the way, guys, did you know the previous model to this, the 2523, which was made in the 60s, they're selling for about $1 million. The 5110 is very similar in many ways. They copied the hand. Some people have criticized the 5110 for having smaller hands. And I gotta be honest with you. I gotta be totally honest with you. The smaller hands themselves, they come from the genre of the 2523. That's the previous world time. So I'm quite proud of this piece. I've never thought the hands were too small. This is a watch I've lusted after since its release in 2000. And I must say, having owned the white gold version, I'm very proud of this yellow gold. I do love the white gold. I love the rose gold, but I've got a thing for yellow gold. It just absolutely pops. This piece itself here too is quite unique in the sense that it's in absolutely stunning condition. The piece itself, very much a period of its time, is also fitted with crown guard protectors. That's right, crown guard protectors. And this gives the piece a very unique early noughties Patek theme. Just removing the camera to stop glare and reflective, it's very hard to photograph this piece, but you can see what a stunner this piece is. It's an absolute stunner, a cracker of a Patek Philippe. It's a Grand Classique from Patek Philippe. It's the stable hold of the Archibald Chesterfield III collection. It's my piece of à la résistance. The next piece in my collection is the longest serving member. It's the Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso Grande. This was a piece I fell in love with many, many years ago and grabbed the opportunity to buy this piece. The Reverso Grande. Absolutely stunning. It's rumored Jaeger-LeCoultre lost money on every one of these pieces produced. The labor-intensive art is something that Jaeger-LeCoultre excels at. Look at the guilloche on the dial. Absolutely stunning. The blued hands, the 2-disc date, the power reserve, and the seconds. Absolutely stunning. This Jaeger-LeCoultre redefined class and style. In fact, the watch snob said the Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso is the ultimate men's dress watch, whether it's in steel or gold. He made a point of saying this is the perfect gentleman's watch. I, of course, prefer the Calatrava, but I can see the love for the Reverso. And I must say, this is a piece I adored for years. Jaeger-LeCoultre is a top maker. They supplied Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet, and Vacheron Constantin with movements. That's correct. So it's a highly regarded brand name. Jaeger-LeCoultre. It's a name which is absolutely synopsis with luxury gurus. Absolutely synopsis with luxury gurus indeed. And I've got to tell you, the next piece in this range here, the 3-piece non-Rolex segment of the collection, is the piece from Zenith, that's correct. The maker of the world's first automatic chronograph. That's an area of contention. Were they first? But they were the first maker of the automatic Swiss integrated chronograph. And I've got to tell you, this brand here is absolutely famous for the El Primero, the first. This version here is stunning beyond belief. Fully in-house, everything in-house in this beautiful piece. This movement here features the open heart which gives this piece an edge of class and sophistication. The 3 colored eyes there, we've got the royal dark blue, the navy gray, and we've got the red of the big second hand. This is a piece of quality. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous piece of Swiss craftsmanship. Absolutely stunning. This is the piece that I really adore and love. This is a wonderful watch for the true connoisseur of luxury wrist watches. For the time being, this concludes the non-Rolex element of the collection. Let's continue this full review. Okay, extending the collection review, we've got 2 stunners, two two-tone stunners. Absolutely delightful pieces from Rolex fuckers, Rolex. The first piece is the two-tone Rolex Daytona. This is a very special piece. It has an exotic blue dial. This is the Maserati blue dial, featuring Arabex, and this was only available for certain production of Rolexes. This is for the 116523. It was only available for a limited time, and these pieces here are commanding a premium. The dial is commanding a $3,000 to $4,000 premium over standard white or black. This is the most desired of the two-tone options. This is the official Archie Luxury Daytona. This is the official Archie Luxury watch. Two-tone, steel and gold, Rolex Daytona. This is an absolutely stunning piece for the true wristwatch connoisseur. This is for the serious enthusiast. This is the most attractive of the dials, and it's the piece that I've decided to have in my collection. The Rolex two-tone Daytona. And I gotta be honest with you. I've gotta be totally honest with you. It's probably the most attractive Daytona ever released. The two-tone with the Maserati blue dial. This piece is stunning. It's a piece of a la resistance. Resistance is futile. Absolutely stunning. Winner chicken dinner. The Rolex two-tone Daytona. This is for the super rich Rolex collector to possess, to hoard, to caress, and to lust thereafter. The Rolex Daytona with exotic Maserati blue dial. Gentlemen, start your engines. This is the racing dial for racing pizzazz. The next piece in my collection I've been looking for many years is the Rolex two-tone bluesy. This here was the Royal Rich Blue, and this piece here is very special, being a V serial number, which was the last series of the pre-ceramic two-tone bluesy. If you look very carefully, you'll see the row heart, the inner row heart, has Rolex with the serial number displayed. This piece here is a very beautiful piece. It's a gentleman's Rolex. A gentleman's Rolex, that's what it is. A gentleman's Rolex for the gentleman about town. Absolutely stunning. Winner chicken dinner. This is the winner's watch. This is the winner's circle on the Archie Luxury channel. The rich blue has not been carried over to the new ceramic version, and therefore I've got to tell you, I think the pre-ceramic versions will soar in value in the future. When the fickle sheep fuckers out there discover the truth, it'll be too late to snag this bargain. The horse will have well and truly bolted. The Rolex Submariner two-tone, much more usable than the gold Submariner Archibald foisted on his audience. A true classic in class and one-upmanship. This is the piece for the lucky fucker to possess and to hoard. This is the two-tone segment of the Rolex collection. Hoarding and possessing, lusting and caressing, these are the material goods which one needs to possess and hoard. Hi guys, Paul Pluta, the method actor who plays Archibald Chesterfield III. Guys, I want to tell you, this is so important. Guys, I depend on my Patreon supporters. Just this week, I used my Patreon funds to get myself a fantastic, lightweight, gimbal travel camera. And I just want to say thank you. This was made possible because of my Patreons. The Patreons, they made this purchase possible. And it's, you know, a piece of equipment like this is $600, plus I need a few memory cards. It's such an expensive business. Guys, if you haven't sponsored me on Patreon, please do so. Look in the description for this video here. It'll tell you ways you can help me. Guys, help me stay full-time on YouTube making videos. By helping me on Patreon, you send a small amount each month to me to keep me enthused and making videos. I can buy equipment like this little gimbal camera. Guys, come on, help me a lot, help me very much so, because guys, I want your help. I need help to make quality content. And I got to be honest with you, if I didn't have your help, it's not going to be much good, guys. It's not going to be much good. I need your help to buy equipment and to do things. So guys, sponsor me on Patreon and I'll be here for you. That's right, I'll be here for you. Please guys, help me on Patreon. See you later. This leads us to the last component of the men's section of the Archie Luxury wristwatch full collection. This here is the Steel Sports Rolex Contingent. 3 steel stunners. We have absolute perfection before our eyes. In the center of the collection, we have the Rolex Polar Explorer 2. This here is a mid-2000s example featuring solid end links, luminova dial, and of course no holes case. This is a piece I've lusted after with gleeful eyes for many years. In the 90s itself, if I could have afforded any sports Rolex, it would have been a Polar Explorer 2. This here is the piece of a la resistance. The Polar Explorer 2, perfect for all sorts of international skullduggery and adventure. The Rolex Explorer 2, one of the greatest sports Rolexes of our modern time. This piece here, surgical stainless steel, fixed steel bezel, is the perfect companion for the Archibald around town. Absolutely stunning. This waterproof case preserves the Rolex 3185 movement in perfect working order. This is my longest serving Rolex in the current collection and a very good companion to the man about town, whether the man is in Nana, whether he's on the 57th floor at Marina Bay Sands. One thing can be sure is he will look dapper with a Polar Explorer on his wrist. The next companion is another piece from the Explorer line, the 39mm Rolex Explorer 1. This is a true classic in Rolex craftsmanship. This piece here was purchased to commemorate the first Rolex I ever owned, a 1016 Explorer 1. Sadly long sold for personal reasons. The 39mm is a delightful reminder of happier times. This here is the Mark I dial. The Mark I dial has the solid white gold numerals. The Mark II has the numerals with luminova center. The interesting thing is, with the 36mm and the 39mm, prices seem to be remaining very similar. Explorer on the top section for the 36 and Explorer, on the bottom section for the 39. This is a delightful classic in the Rolex lineup. A true three-hand sports luxury dream watch. It leaves our final piece for today, the Rolex for scientists and science experiments. It's the Rolex Milgauss, the watch which would handle 1 million Gauss. This is the piece for all sorts of experiments at Maralinga and other unbetold places. The Rolex Milgauss. I've decided to go with the black face because the 1019 is remembered fondly being in a black face. I wanted to be true to form. True to form. This is a piece for the connoisseur to savor over, to lust after and enjoy. This is a piece in my collection that I love dearly. The Rolex Milgauss, a true luxury sports watch in the Rolex mold. There we go, gentlemen. 3 steel stunners in the Rolex sports genre. This has been a look at the Archibald Chesterfield wristwatch collection. This has been an extension of my personality. This has been 20 years in the making. I have sniveled. I have done many things to build this collection. As a best friend once quoted, he's a cunt. I've had to be a cuntosaurus to allow this collection to get to this level. Of course, the lust and desire for luxury goods is strong. Without that desire, I'd be just another beta soy with a Tudor on his wrist. Amen. The cuntosaurus that is most wristwatch collectors. Archibald Chesterfield III. He tries so hard to build a collection with balance and pizzazz and cachet. Tell me what you nasty sniveling fuckers think of that.
You have some